Arizona getting beat by Iowa State, the Big 12. Oh, I love basketball. Ooh.
I don't really anymore.
I know you don't.
I
know.
can't
I'm just kidding.
the fucking NBA.
What's that?
I said I can't stand the NBA. It's fucking trash.
Well, NBA can't stand you.
Good.
Okay. All right.
Good.
And your friend that wants to buy my Pokemon cards, not happening today, Buster. Okay.
No, he just asked if you had any for sale. Was all.
I don't have any for sale.
He was talking about him at work, and I said something about. I was like, "Oh yeah, my buddy's been getting into him over the last like 5 years or so."
Yeah.
And whatnot, and he's like, "Oh, I was like, yeah, he like cleans his own cards and we'll send them off to get graded when he gets stuff like that." And
yeah.
Oh, he's like, does he like basically he's like, does he sell or anything like that? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I've never seen him list anything on eBay really. It's mostly but I was like,
yeah.
He's like, if he does, ask him.
Yeah.
He's got deep pockets because he works overtime basically until they cut him off. So
yeah, I got these times 20.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think anybody can see what those were.
I'm just kidding.
That could have been anything. It could have been
like, it could have been tungsten.
It's like, check out my Ninja Turtle sticker that I got graded.
Shut up. Oh, we're live. Shoot. Sorry, guys. You guys didn't know you're live. So that guy that wants my Pokemon cards, does he? You said he has a house with people that he doesn't want there.
I think most of them are. I think a few of them are gone. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, if they need loans for a house, then I'm all ears. Hey, buddy. Hi, baby girl. Hi, baby. Hi, baby girl.
Oh, I forgot she got up here. Huh?
Oh yeah, look. Here, look. It's your girlfriend. Look, it's your girlfriend. Look at that ass. Fat ass motherfucker. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. He has a heart to beating really fast. Here, look. What? Anyway, so yeah, dude, where's the homeless guy? I don't care. Doc Joe, I don't care. No, I don't know where he's at. He's the most unreliable Friday night person I've ever met in my life. So it is what it is.
Isn't he usually working?
Yeah, I know. I'm totally messing with you. So dude, you got some new comics today?
Just two.
Just two? What did you get?
That one I showed you, and then this one.
Which one's that?
Giant Size X-Men #1.
Is that like a reprint?
It posed a question in the corner that said, "Who is the X-Man that never was?" And I thought to myself, you know what? I fucking want to know.
That's a good headline.
Well, I was looking to see if they had any of the series that, like, more of the independent series that we've been talking about on here.
Yeah.
They didn't have any of those.
Yeah. Where did you go to get your comics?
Oh, I went to just the one down in Woodinville
In Woodinville?
Whatever it's called, Geekery or something like that.
It's gonna fail, that store.
I don't know. They got a lot of books in there.
Exactly.
It was a little like overwhelming because I was like looking for specific stuff, and then I felt like I wasn't really even seeing it. They had Dorc, but they only had they had books 2 and 3, I believe, or something like that.
Yeah.
I got this one too, the Legendary Fist of Kunlun.
Dude, I just for fun, I did signups for subscribers. I don't know if anyone signed up, but you gotta join the channel. Sweet.
Yeah, there's perks to this shit.
I was trying to do giveaways per month, but they wouldn't approve it. So I'm just gonna do a giveaway. If I get enough people, I'll just do a giveaway once a month. Why the heck not, man? But I was just curious if people would actually sign up.
What are we giving away?
I was gonna give away this slab.
Oh.
A little reptile action, #1, 9.8. I mean, you could sell this for $30, I think. So you kind of, right? 99 cents for a freaking sub. Brad, did you actually subscribe to the channel? It never tells me that. Let me see. That's kind of cool. Brad, make sure
I didn't even know you could. I'll sub to it just to see what happens.
Oh, I want to see. Hold on.
It's like you subscribe to it and a fist comes out of your phone and punches you in the face. You're like, damn, I didn't want that at all.
It doesn't. I can't tell. I'm a homie. Hell yeah, dude. Cool. Let's see. Oh, it says there's 0 members. That's all right. All right. Well, anyway, we don't have as much people today as we did the last couple of weeks, but if I get 25 people, I'll do a giveaway for the stream, and you should start next time. Oh, I do see it. That is kind of cool. Fun. Yay. Brad is awesome. Brad is awesome. Yeah. I tried to do 50 cents, but it won't let me do 50 cents for a sub because whatever. But thanks for the support, Brad. We love you. Well, I do. I don't know what Pickles does, but our next destination, Florida vacation, I'm shooting for Miami, brother. So I'll see you soon, hopefully, one of these days again. And Pickles will come with me, right?
Fuck yeah, they got hella good food down in Miami. I'll go there.
Dude, Brad took me to the best Cuban restaurant of my life, and I tried to find that same food in Orlando, and it was not happening. So
there's a Cuban spot. I'm assuming it's open because I see cars in front of it every once in a while. There's a Cuban spot right down the road from me that I've been meaning to try. I just haven't gone in yet.
Dude, once you call me, I'll go with you.
Cuban something cafe.
I'll go with you.
It's literally right. It's like a stone's throw from Cut Shop. Like it's right there.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I've never seen it before. So, well, cool. We got 5 lives so far. I'm just gonna get into this. We usually get people coming in a little bit later, like 10 minutes, and I think you get off work. What? What'd you say?
Late starters.
What?
So we're late starters.
That's right. How's your cat doing? She okay?
She's got no teeth anymore, but yeah.
Aw.
Well, she's still got a lot of her teeth. They took her 2 front fangs out. I didn't know that's what, like, when she was like showing me, she's like, oh, like we got to take this out and blah, blah, blah. She was showing me, but it was like down the fucking side of her mouth and stuff. So I was like, okay, yeah, you can take some of the, like, go for it. Cause it was like, basically she had like either cavities or she had chipped it or something like that, like on them. And then when I got her back, it was like her 2 front top fangs were like gone. And then some other ones on the side. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, that is not what we talked about.
Well,
but it's not like she's not like she's going to be killing anything. So she don't really need them.
Why not?
I don't know. They're just not teeth that they use for anything other than ripping and tearing and killing.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, cool.
They shoot the other ones.
All right. Well,
but she doesn't really have to hunt for her food. She just annoys the piss out of me until I feed her.
Jesus. What a life. Can you see this okay?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. So I just want to thank everyone we're trying to restart this show, this channel, and there's enough interest for me to do it. And I appreciate Pickles coming through. We had a good time last time when he was letting me talk about him and while he wasn't here. So that was very fun for me. So anyway, hey, what up, Cody? Cody's in the chat. Yeah, so let's get into it. So, of course, like Pickles hasn't really the bump sucks. Oh yes, the Brad and Cody fights. I love it. Pickles hasn't really been as active in the new comic book day stuff as I have lately. I would say the only book I've been like, oh, I'm going to keep this one is none of them. I'm not keeping any of these books. They're all horrible. Dorc was actually okay, but I couldn't give up like a potential 10 times, sale. And I was just curious how much they went for. But I would say the Joe Gonzos are pretty cool. Cody is not allowed to join. Cody, I'm doing subscriptions or memberships or whatever. They're 99 cents a month. And if I get 15 people, I'll do a giveaway every month. Yay. Anyway. But yeah, so I still think there's some not finding any of the shirtless Batman books. I did buy one of the Nightwing books just to see how much money I could get for it. But yeah. I know everyone's loving Absolute Batman, and that's pretty cool. But what's up? What's up, Wade? Good to see you, Wade. But yeah, I think it's cool. I don't know. I saw like a CGC 98 go for like $200, which is about half the price from where it was.
Yeah, it's dropping quick,
big time, right? So I don't think that's bad for like readership. But I could say Batman is Master Race. But I think like it's evident that there's definitely some interest in comics again. However, be cautious with these independent books. I just don't think it's gonna last. It is still fun to talk about. So let's take a look. Let's dig into it. I got the newest and greatest new comic day books, but then I got some other ones that I think are actually pretty cool. Regardless, and a couple old ones, couple new ones. So let's take a look.
There was one that I'm actually kicking myself that I didn't buy just because I was intrigued by it. That was it. I think it looked like a zombie book.
What's it called?
I don't remember. That's the problem.
It was so good that you forgot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, I mean, I didn't really like pay. I was like flipping through it, looking at the art and stuff like that. I didn't really pay attention to because the cover that I grabbed, it was on the back of it was the title. The whole front of it was like some dude eating intestines or something like that.
Oh my God, chat, help out Pickles. This is something cool. Have you got this book, the All In #1, the third print? I didn't get All In. I don't really know what this is about, but people are buying these in droves. I think specifically because the cover is pretty cool. Now, this is obviously like a wraparound cover, but it's spread out, spread eagle, spread.
Yeah.
Spread. Sorry. And yeah. Anyway,
That 18th birthday stuff.
$33 when this book initially came out. Try and get All In next time. I think I'm going to. I remember trying to get this book or thinking about getting this book and I didn't, and now I'm kind of regretting it. Not so much for the $33 third print, but $16. But just I've heard really good stories about it. It's kind of crazy. Somebody posted how the top 20 most trending books from like cover price. There are no Marvel books on that list. It's like DC dominating indie, basically, which is if we would have told you that in 2023, oh wait, we did OTR. Just a totally different saving grace. But Pickles, what do you think about this cover? Do you think it's pretty tight for a third print?
Yeah, I dig the colors in the background too, especially with like kind of the hot pink and stuff like that with Darkseid in the background. I'm assuming that's Darkseid. I can't quite tell, but I haven't read.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
That's a Darkseid or not.
$33 though for this book, man. That's a little.
I don't know if I would pay that. No, I'd pay cover for
it. I know, of course. I know you would. I know you'd pick this up. Would you pick this up like if you saw us at the store? You think you'd pick it up, or you're like, oh man, it's just another DC miniseries that I don't really care about? Oh shit!
I would pick it up. I'm just not like when it comes to DC. I'm so much more in the abstract world of it than I am in the main characters. Like I didn't grow up reading Superman or Batman or any of those. I was like Swamp Thing and fucking like the darker side of DC that I kind of grew up with. But I think that's just because I might be a weird person in a certain sense that like I got into horror movies really young and fucking I wasn't scared of them. I was just fascinated by them and like the 3D or the effects and stuff like that they could do. So I think that's kind of why I went. When I got into comics, I was like, yeah, I want these. And then when Spawn came out, I got big into that, just kind of like the darker stuff.
Pickles is Dark Justice League.
Yeah.
DCKO is pretty tight, man. So Cody, he got me in a G.I. Joe, like the newer series. Like he's like, yeah, pick it up, man. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? It's pretty. These are my cats, I think, but whatever. We'll move on.
Are you get attacked?
I think so. You guys know how much I love this book. I sold a 9.4 newsstand for twice as much as I paid for it. I just was curious. I'm always curious of how much this book is going for. Long term, it's always going to be pretty good. There's a new Sonic movie coming out. Again, I'm not a buyer of books because a show has been announced or whatever. By the way, Something Is Killing the Children, I guess, is getting a movie now. Just put it out on freaking live action already. It's so annoying. But anyway, I found this $2.19 for a raw, very fine copy. I think it's still long term. You got Keanu Reeves as the voice of shit. Oh my god. Shadow, whatever. Our boy on the streets, Fedora has always talked about this book. Pickles, I'm sure this is on your watch list somewhere. But yeah.
It is. I want the newsstand, but it's like stupid expensive.
Why? Really? Is it expensive?
Well, that
like
it's
raw?
so hard to find. If you like in a raw copy, I found it's so hard to find anything that's like halfway decent. Like I think I sent you that one where I was like, "This looks really good," and blah blah blah, but it had that one imperfection in the middle of it that was like, you were like, "Yeah, that ain't gonna come out."
I mean, but like, would you be good with a 9.4 in this book and newsstand?
I think I would as long as it was clean.
Yeah.
Like for whatever reason, there's just like because of the artwork on it,
yeah,
your eye is automatically drawn to like any kind of like crazy imperfections. I wouldn't mind having them on the back of it because I could still display the front.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, your cat's just chilling, man. I've never seen her do that before.
Because I fed her before the show. She's usually like laying over here somewhere, like meowing and making noise.
Poor kitty. All right, cool. Next book. So I actually dug the artwork on this book. So it's Dorc number 2. I think it's cover C. This came out this week. When I did this list, it came. I did it on Tuesday. So I'm curious to see what Dorc number 2 is doing now. Okay. So it's not really doing anything. Look at this. It's doing cover C $3.99. The second print, this guy's got it for $35. Like, no hate, but that's why. This is the regular cover. So, I mean, I'm not saying that this is like gonna start going down in price, but maybe the allure of such a great story is going to you got to keep the story going, I guess. And I think also make sure Brett Bean and company make sure there are no delays in this book when it comes out. So yeah, again, $6.99 came out on Tuesday. It's down to just cover price of $3.99. Yeah, I think of this, kind of what I said in the slides here. This issue really, I think the test is going to be issue like 4. Wade's always good at this. Like issue 7 or 8, if it loses steam, then it might just lose steam more. I know you haven't picked this book up or read it, but what do you think of this cover, man? I think it's dope.
It's very Saturday cartoonish vibe to me.
Yeah, I think it's super cool. And I'm not picking up the second issue personally, just because like I kind of want to keep it honed in on a few new books, because not to do speculation or whatever, but obviously the market, and it's still kind of early. The market first 6 makes the initial story, yeah. So I really haven't heard anything about the story so much of Dorc 2. I just heard about the million different variants that are coming out, and obviously this cover's not really doing anything. So
I feel like that kind of happens all the time, though. Like a book takes off, and then all of a sudden it's like 20 variants for it and shit, and it's just like all of a sudden the market's flooded with like who's going to get the which one's going to be the one that hits.
Yeah, and I think to be fair, Absolute Batman took a while to really hit. I don't even know what issue was like. Oh, people need to get the number 1.
I feel like
gave away my first print of Absolute Batman number 1.
Well, I feel like that one was story driven too.
What, Absolute Batman?
Yeah, like I feel like there was there was like talk about it because it was a new Batman series, but I feel like a lot more people. Feel like people were talking about it more because of the story. I'd never, like, being as someone who's never read it, like that's more what I've heard is like that the story is worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's too expensive to buy number 1, and I got to figure out a better way to try and read them.
Well, there's probably another printing of Absolute Batman number 1 coming out, because there's been like 12.
Oh, that's true. I guess I could do that.
And don't you have DC, like whatever you call it?
I do, but I think I canceled it just because I hadn't been using it for a while. Like I basically hadn't used it in like a year, and then the charge came up. And I was like,
oh shit, I gotta cancel this.
And it was like, you got charged $75 again. And I was like, oh shit.
Jesus, $75 a year for that?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's not too bad.
Well, it's not even the highest tier. There's one more that goes up that's like 120 something, I think. but it has
Nerd.
access to everything. Like,
Yeah,
so like when it comes out one week, you have it the next week to read.
I
Like,
see.
now you basically wait for like a month until it
Good
is
God.
to read, something like that. I can't remember exactly what the time frame is, but it's not
Yeah.
immediate.
Sure. So we're about 20 minutes into the show on our third book. I want to thank everyone who's live in attendance today. I want to thank our newest membership from the man Brad. He's our first member. I'll send something nice to Brad one of these days when I get to it. But yeah, just appreciate everyone's support. Hit that like button, and it's on to the next one. So I actually really, when the book came out first, we saw that Dorc, there's a bunch of different issues like ratios, and I wasn't even looking at buying this book, but I saw this cover and I was like, wow, that's a really cool Stegman cover. I'm not a huge Stegman fan, but I'm not like anti-Stegman, but that's so Stegman when it comes to cover wise. And this book has been ranging from 250 to 300 for a 1 in 25 ratio, and that's still holding. Again, I did this list on Tuesday, so I had a little more data to look at. But I think it's be an awesome poster. And you don't necessarily have to be a Dorc fan, but if you're an art fan, this is pretty cool. And especially for like a first issue, like that gets you ready for the series for sure. So, Pickels, what do you think of this cover, man? It's pretty tight.
Yeah. It's really cool that he just did it on a white cover too. Like there's nothing.
Yeah. It's clean, super clean. It'd be cool to get the back like right above where the sword is, like here. It'd be cool to get signed right there. Even though it would be on the front of the book, like to have him sign it there would be really cool. But I think this is like a book that, like, if you're a Stegman fan, or if Stegman becomes like supersedes Scotty Young or something, this would be like one of those like indie books that collectors would want to get signed or just get in general. I really dig this cover, man. It's I can understand why it goes for 250 to 300 regardless of the hype of Dorc. So anyway,
are we sure it's pronounced Dorc? Has anybody specified that, or is it Dorc?
You know, that's a great question. I have no idea. Any Dorc or Dorc fans in the chat? Confirm that for us. No. All right, moving on. Oh, by the way, bought this little tin here. Pokemon. Your little coworker friend who's trying to steal from me.
No, he's
trying to steal. He's trying to steal from me.
Picking up like $700 like boxes today.
Okay, all right.
I think that's why he works all the overtime he does. Like he basically works 7 days a week until they cut him off.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, seven days a week, like 10 to 12 hours a day. Like
this is an all-time great line right here. Is it PetSmart or PetSmart? Exactly. I don't know. We need Dorc Chromium, Soupy. Chromium. And Real Fake Comics, what's going on, man? I don't think I've seen you on the line before, have I? Or it's maybe change your avatar? I don't know.
Do you know what would really make this cover pop?
What's that?
A Black Flag cover.
Black Flag cover?
Isn't that the ones who did the extra stage?
Oh yeah, dude! Wow, that's hilarious, man. And then like, what is it? Mr. Steal Your Girl like swooped in on his wife.
Yeah, like the artist or whatever.
God, here we go.
Yeah.
And maybe needs more Akira. Agreed. All right, on to the next one.
Dude, I'm stoked that they're finally doing a live action Akira.
I'm not. Keep the art. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine.
I can't remember if they're doing a show or a movie though.
Clayton Crane. That's right.
It would be a good movie team. Yeah, Clayton Crane. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Comic Vet? Good to see you, sir. Yeah, Tigress. This is our Lonely Man book of the week, and possibly the Mandalorian book of the week. Those two terms are copyright, whatever, by our good friend Fedora, who is not here today, but that's all good.
Cheese pizza cover.
Cheese pizza cover, yeah, for sure. $15 for this book, and there was a particular Texas FOC shop that was touting a 400% return on this book, which technically is, but I don't think it's holding. Let me take a look real quick. I doubt anyone's reading this book, but
I didn't even see it in the store.
Oh damn. I
Although
mean,
I didn't know that there was like a
$12 for this book. $12. $14.99 for this book. This looks kind of G.I. Joe-esque, but yeah, this has like Barbarella vibes to me. I don't know.
What's she supposed to be? Is she like kind of like a Black Widow?
It's like they get like stuck on some island and like they gotta fight. I don't know. It's so dumb. But yeah, I just can't imagine
Lady Fight
this
Club
going up in price more, other than whatever, Lonely Man book of the week. So if my wife saw me picking up this book and bringing it home, she would WTF me like all the time.
There'd be questions.
Yeah. Ferdy, do you think we'll see any run up on Mask? But I mean, I don't see why there wouldn't. I mean, definitely got me interested in it, but yeah, I pre-ordered that book. Hell yeah, I'm gonna read it. And I wasn't even a Mask fan back in the day, but because it's part of the Energon universe, I think anything Robert Kirkman, like I wouldn't say buy 5 copies of the message, but he's working on some new project. It's just good writing, so why not? It should be called Lonely Island. Did you ever watch The Mask when you were growing up, Pickles?
The cartoon, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember a whole lot about it.
Me
like,
either.
Because there's a ton of cartoons that I watched that I'm like, yeah, I remember watching, like, and I used to watch them religiously, like Silverhawks. Like,
oh hell yeah.
I remember watching that religiously, but I couldn't tell you a fucking thing about it, really, other than the characters that were in it. Like, I don't remember a ton about the show, but I watched it a lot, like probably every episode.
Yeah.
Same with Mask. It's like I watched them, but it was so long ago. I'm like, and I think it was probably just because I was so much younger. I wasn't retaining as much.
Dude, speaking of live action, did you ever watch Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future?
No.
You didn't? Anyone in the chat not watch that show? They had toys and you could shoot like the TV and you get points. It's awesome. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you, Cody. Thank you, someone in the chat. Anyway, that was the real life shows. Awesome. And there was like this big castle. Anyway, you know what? I'm just going to move on. Next book. This is not a FOC book, but well, it is. Never mind. I think if you're going to put the PJs, yeah, it was super fun, man, for sure. I think if you're going to spec on any of these like new FOC books, this is not a bad idea because you have the Invincible cover there, and I couldn't find any of these Narco books. But when I went into my FOC shop, they said that this book sold out quicker than the actual cover A that they had, and they had the same amount. It's a open order book, and actually in the Discord, I actually posted about this. I don't know if it's picking up steam. I don't even know. Let's take a look. Let's take this Narco comic book 1. So let's take a look. Yeah, see, man, these books just aren't holding. I mean, 99 cents with 1 bid of 4 days. Let's see that looks like was that Scream homage, right? Invincible. But look at this, man. $16.50. I mean, it's $2. I guess that's not really going up for a ton either. But this one's got it's 3. But I haven't seen this particular cover in stores at all. But I don't think it's gonna. None of these are really holding except for Dorc. So I don't know. Pay cover or nah? Yeah. Well, one I want a White Sky. Let's see White Sky real quick. That was another one I thought had some potential to hold, but again, I don't know. Yeah, this isn't holding either. $24.99, $30. Yeah, it's not holding. Anyway, profit of $3 after shipping. Yeah, I'm so glad I don't own an FLC book that I'm getting only 20% discount on, but it is what it is. Pickles, if you were gonna open up a comic book store and you were a savvy businessman Would you rather pay 20% discount or 53% discount on your books?
53. Wait, can I get 10?
Huh?
Can I do 10 instead? 5, 2. All right, 0.
We're funny here. Anyway, you're not an Invincible fan though, are you?
I have not read any of the comics. No, I've
like
watched
the
the show. I watched the first season of the show. That's all I've seen.
Yeah. Yeah. If you were Savvy Investment, that's actually true.
Yeah. That's
Damn,
more of like a
liners in the chat today, man.
That's more of
Wade
like
and Brad win for best liners in the chat today for sure. Cool. What are you gambling or something? Like, what are you doing on your phone?
No, I'm trying to find that stupid fucking comic book. I'm looking at it. I'm like flipping
Describe
through
it again.
that I went to.
Let me know.
If I see the cover.
Did it come out this month or this week?
It's like this week, yeah. I believe it was in the same like stretch of things.
Oh yeah. Margins are slim, and yeah, dude. If you're only paying 20%, why wouldn't you go for the other 50? I just don't get it, but whatever. I was trying to have Phil come in through the to podcast today, but he's hungover, so he's eating Korean barbecue and hot pot, which is smart. This book was pretty cool. If you're a Chainsaw Man fan, Absolute Batman number 18, the Chainsaw Man homage, whatever. 51 number 1. That was the hot book of the week. Thanks, Real Fake. I'm gonna check that out. No different Phil, the good Phil, not the bad Phil. $300 out the gate for this book. I don't like it because the colors look kind of weird, and I don't like that green, like puke green. But I mean, go get your 1,500 or whatever. But yeah, this is really expensive. What do you think about this cover, man? It's a later issue book, so perhaps there's less. I don't know. Yeah, the bad Phil.
It was a really cool color too. I like it. I'm assuming that's Poison Ivy.
If it's not, then it's a new character, and this is a first appearance. So yeah, you're probably right, man.
I can't tell if that is she. Did she finally like succumb to her own infection, or is that like mechanical shit going on to her eye there?
She got pink eye.
She got taken. Yeah, like what happened? Did she get too close to the Scarecrow or something like that? And on him.
Yeah. It's a store. I don't know if it's like a store exclusive. It's like that MANN exclusive. Let's look at that 51-1 though, because I didn't hear anything about that book until like recently. Let's check it out. 19, so $10. Yeah, these are just listings. There's no bids, like $6.99. I read Mad Cave's always been a good publisher, but it's not Dorc vibes, but who knows? Maybe it will be. Clayman. I think so. Forgot to do his name. But anyway, yeah, that 51 number 1, it's an interesting one. But nothing's really popped. I wonder if the independent run of hot books is over, or did it even start, really? Yeah. Wednesday Warriors are kind of fun though. Being a Wednesday Warrior is not bad. So anyway, $300 for this Absolute Batman number 18. Pretty high for me. I wouldn't get it, but pretty cool cover, man, for sure. Kind of an alternative of the Absolute universe. This is Absolute Martian Manhunter number 1. I was just curious because we're talking a lot about, Absolute Batman number 1, Wonder Woman. We're talking about other DC books, but this is kind of like Martian Manhunter's never been like a main character, right? But this book's going for $20. I do believe that it's a shorter print run than the other main titles, and like I think Fedora was saying, this is kind of like a noir type of story. I read the first issue; it was pretty good. But yeah, cover or nah for sure. You may be able to still find first prints of this book, but watch out because the second and third prints are exactly the same as this one. It just literally says above the barcode, second or third print. Pickles, thoughts on Martian the Manhunter in general?
I don't mind him. He's like I don't think I've read any independent series of his ever. Like most of the stuff that I've read with him has been like within the Justice League, more so than like in his own
individual.
Yeah, I mean, how many series has he had? Like, I feel like he's one of those characters that's like always been around, but hasn't really had a lot of his
headway
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're right on that assumption too. I used to have a Martian Manhunter, like, action figure that spun around like this, like a tornado.
Yeah.
That's about my only connection to Martian Manhunter, but I don't know a lot about him, but yeah. I've always known he was kind of a badass. But yeah, I think he works better in a group. We keep talking about how Fedora, how whatchamacallit, same Fedora because he's here. Oh my gosh. Late con. There's never a late con. You're right on time.
I just got out of work, that's why.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Headphones again.
Yo. We don't got the AirPods. We got the headphones.
Jesus. Well,
yo. Yeah, I know.
All right. How's it going? How you doing, man? How's the weather?
It's looking good. Just got my wisdom tooth extracted.
You just got your wisdom tooth extracted? What are you doing on the podcast, man? You crazy?
A few days ago. This wasn't a few days ago. This was Wednesday. I got it extracted.
How you feeling now? Can you eat? Are you still eating mashed potatoes and ice cream, or like what is it?
Yeah, technically I am, but I mean it is what it is. World Baseball Classic.
Oh my God, here we go.
It's rigged. It's rigged, bro. They rigged it for America and Japan to make it to the finals. Not America, the United States. I'm telling you, bro. It's rigged. The whole thing is rigged.
All right. Well, let's talk about comic books. I don't give a shit about that. We'll see. Anyway. The Martian Manhunter #1, $20, whatever. It's not bad reading. I'm happy for it. I'll move on to the next one. So this was kind of crazy. We're talking about long term and these newer books, and this book came out like 2 years ago, which just seems crazy to me. I swear to God, this book came out like 6 months ago. But I was on the J. Scott Campbell website, and he's got this for $450. And so I was like, man, what's the
a 9.8?
No, it's raw. So I looked on them. I looked for this, because the first prints go for pretty big money, and I was just curious at what a 1 in 500 goes for. And this is a version. It's not the trade dress, but a raw copy I saw go for under $100, and a 9.8 went for $206. Now, Ultimate Spider-Man's coming to an end or has already ended. Marvel, I couldn't find any Marvel books to put on the list today. But I think if I was specking long term, I probably wouldn't mind buying this for like $150 and a 9.8 and then send it to get signed. But I'm not. It's not really my shtick. But I don't know, Fedora, man, you're very high on this on Ultimate Spider-Man for the long term. Do you think that's an interesting get, or is there a better cover to get than this one?
That's a hard one, right? Because like this book is the future of this book is kind of all really dependent on the kids that got into the hobby because of this book, which I could say is a lot of kids. Now, I don't think those kids really give a shit about variants or incentives yet, because a lot of the people that I know that read it are like teenagers up until like early to mid 20s, and they don't really understand variants, and they don't really care too much for like incentives. So it really depends on like how they mature as collectors.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think the cover A would always be the cover to get, just because I feel like that cover A is a lot of people's first comics. We've had 3 9.8s of cover A's sell at my shop for around the 200 to 250 mark.
Damn. Was that recently or was that a while back?
Nah, this was like last year. So I would say it's recent. And a lot of the people that bought it, they were really hyped. This was their first comic. This got them into collecting, and like that first print cover of Chichetto's work is just iconic to them. So maybe these kids, when they grow up, they'll probably be like, you know what, like I want the rarer one. I don't know, because it's hard to with incentives is hard. So like I don't really know.
There's
like,
an artificial scarcity for it, right?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So it really all depends on like what happens in the future.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna check Ultimate Spider-Man. And Pickles, what do you think, man?
I haven't read any of this series at all. I mean, the cover's cool looking.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
But like, I read Spider-Man growing up, but it wasn't like one of my main things. So when people recommend stuff to me, I'll watch it, I'll read it. But outside of that, I don't actively like look. Like I like the older stuff, but like as far as newer books, I haven't really dabbled. I think I've read more Miles Morales stuff as far as the newer Spider-Man stuff than I have the continuation of Peter Parker.
Interesting.
But I think that's just because Peter Parker's more made a comeback within the last couple of years.
Yeah,
I would say with the Ultimate run.
Yeah, I think the Spider-Man series now, that's not Ultimate. It's not very good. I've been reading like the old school, like it's not really old school, but like the 600, like 700 issues. Like I thought that was kind of fun for me. But I guess it's tough to do like a new story with like, even with Miles, it's kind of hard, I feel. But it's got to be harder to do like a new story with Peter Parker. I would say though that like for me as a collector and like just the character development, Spider-Man's always gonna have the best side characters. Like they're always gonna have like the best like
his villains and stuff like that.
His villains, like even the clone, right? Like
I think it's up to Batman and Spider-Man that they both have some of like the deepest rogues galleries in comics.
Yeah. And it's weird too, because like Spider-Man's like obviously like Spider-Man and Batman, right? Those are like the number one characters in every publisher. But like Jeff Lemire, why hasn't he ever wrote like Spider-Man or wouldn't it be kind of crazy to have Garth Ennis to write Spider-Man, like, or just something crazy like that? I don't know. That'd be really funny, but like, I don't know. It would be cool to have like a Garth Ennis version of Spider-Man, or like a Jeff Lemire version of like, well, Batman's fine. I think Snyder's just fucking killing it with Batman, but like, I think that's what readers, especially old dudes and just like dudes like Fedora's age or even younger, they want that grit. They want that just kind of like, I don't know. I think of like a kind of oh shit kind of moment with me with comics this past year was G.I. Joe #1 when Rock and Roll got killed. He's not like a main G.I. Joe, but he's pretty high up there, and he gets killed on like the last like issue or the last panel. Just stuff like that. I think it's like pretty cool. So anyway, so here's my final book of the night. And anyway, I just want to thank Fedora for coming in. Appreciate you, dog. We'll try and start a little bit later. I think that'll be better for everybody else. I appreciate Pickles for coming in.
That Tigris book. What is it called? With the Lonely Man book.
Yeah, the Lonely Man book of the night. Yeah.
Yo, like this is my rule when it comes to speculation. Is like, especially when it comes to trends, the first two books, in my opinion, are always kind of the books to get. But then when you keep rolling along that's when I'm off. Like I'm off. You lost me. Like I do think Dorc had some steam on it, and I do think the Florida hippopotamus book had some steam on it, and that's because those are like unique, funny concepts. It's comics being comics, and people appreciate that, and that's why they spec on it. But then when you get this snowball effect of like, oh, now every indie has to be speculated on. That's where you lose me, bro. And I
Yeah.
think when speculators go too far on the deep end, that's when you like ruin it for comics. It's like chill the fuck out. Like Dork was cool. It deserved the hype. The Florida hippopotamus cocaine massacre. That's cool. It's fun. The art is great. It's colorful. It's ridiculous. It's zany. And I feel like when books like that, like Dork and Cocaine Hippopotamus, when they bring a sort of energy to the hobby that's not seen often because everybody's trying to be a fucking movie now. Everybody's trying to be a movie. Everybody wants to get options in Netflix. And it's like we're doing this 2019 COVID run of like everything. We got to speculate on everything. Everything's got to be fucking option or bust. It's like maybe the best speculation things to spec on are the books that you enjoy reading. It doesn't have to be like you don't have to like big tit girls with fucking swords. What are you a Momo?
You're
Like yo, bro, like you like what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck in this bumfuck town that you're in? You're fucking going in there, fucking grown ass man is like, oh yeah, big titty comic. Like, bro, like get a life. We're speculating on this shit. We're grown ass men with 9 to 5 jobs. Let's fucking read some cocaine hippopotamus shooting shit up. Like we gotta bring back this testosterone, like Judge Dredd type books where people just shooting shit. We need comics to be comics again. Make comics great again. Hashtag. Because all this speculating shit, all this like every book gotta get option, all this chill the fuck out. Key collector, stop with your fucking shit. Fucking CBSI Hot 10, stop with your fucking shit. Everybody chill the fuck out. Every fucking week is some fucking bumfuck book. Chill the fuck out. Dork, great. Hippopotamus cocaine, great. That's it. We don't need a new book every fucking week.
Oh, you're done. Oh,
Yeah, I'm done.
so before you came on, you know, I was kind of just going through like all of the books that were hot and you know whatever, right? And the only one that's kind of I would be kind of cautious to say like Dork #2 hasn't really done anything, you know, really like whatever. Dork 1's still holding up okay, but I think the one thing that's kind of different from this speculation boom, or I don't even call it a boom, the past couple of weeks in comic books, is that you saw a lot of like new characters in Marvel, and that was what people were specking on because Marvel was like the studio, right? And for whatever reason, I can't really think of anything to compare like the whole the Dork kind of whatever. But what's interesting about this, and this is just my experience, is there aren't any Marvel books in the top 20. It's all DC or Image. So, you know, good. I mean, that's got to be a wake up call to, you know, to Marvel that like, hey, you guys no one's really interested in your stuff, regardless of like the, you know, the speculation or the flipping whatever.
Well, I think Marvel's fallen behind because DC's actually like focused on. It feels like they're more focused on stories now than they are. Marvel's like, hey, here's Godzilla fighting every fucking person in our universe, or here's like, it's like too many weird crossover events and shit where it's just like Godzilla takes on this person, or like so and so fights that and this and that. It's like it's not really about story. It's about like just bringing characters together, and it's not like a good story even.
I would also say like this whole image and all this stuff, like speculation, whatever you call it right now, it reminds me of like prospecting for baseball, right? So like you buy the next Aaron Judge or Mike Trout, and then they don't even make it to the big leagues. That's kind of, I mean, not on that big of a scale because those rookies those prospects go for a lot of money and can just dive, right? But it's kind of what, like, no one can really appreciate like the Shohei's. Well, maybe Shohei's kind of an outlier, but like, I think I'm not going to use image as a example, but what I think DC's done really well with just storytelling, not so much speculation, but just storytelling, is they took their main character and just said, hey, let's revamp this and put it into an Elseworld story and just make it really good. And then let's do that to every single character, right? That's what Ultimate's run did. They just did it in a really good integrated way. I feel with the Ultimate runs, it's not really integrated, and I don't read them as much as I read the Absolute stuff, but I just felt that DC really went back to like their bread and butter, like the superstars. They didn't have to reinvent. They didn't have to do like a whole new, like, oh, this is new character that everyone's going to jump on. No, they just rewrote in a good way their core characters and just make good stories. And that's, I think, what Marvel's kind of missing. They're trying to like, get whatever. But
I think Marvel is more about the sizzle right now. And they still think that it's like 2016 or 2012 where a movie could come out and they'll sell like 1 million units of a book or whatever. Let's just say that, let's just use that as an example. And it's like everything has to be synergized with the MCU and synergized with Marvel Rivals, and like, oh, this movie's coming out, so let's put out 5 Punisher books. And it's like, dog, like, we're past this. Like, we don't care about the MCU anymore. Like, kids don't care about the MCU anymore. Like, they like the MCU, they fuck with the MCU, but the kids that you marketed to aren't children anymore. They aren't 12, they aren't 13. Yeah. Like, they want good stories.
Yeah.
And I don't understand
the failure of Disney acquiring Marvel, because I was there when my Marvel stock got bought out. Was the whole point, I've said this on many podcasts, the whole point of Disney buying out Marvel was because they were lacking in the 25 to 55-year-old male like demographic. And so that's why they bought Disney, that's why Disney bought Marvel, so they could get the access to all those, characters or whatever. I don't know why they strayed away from that. I think that was a bad move by management to do that. Because obviously we got 10 years worth of amazing movies and stuff, but they need to figure out a way to get back to that, I think. And that's a huge freaking boat to turn around, but it's freaking annoying. Lord Tatman's Comics. What's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate you, dog.
Yo, we love you. This is our first super chat. Is this our first super chat?
It's like our third, but
This is the first one with me on it.
Hey, dude. And guess what?
What?
Oh,
we got our first membership bought by our boy. Where's he at?
What do we give him for the membership?
He gets
it's
a stop
99 cents a month.
If
I get enough people, I'll give away a slap. But where are you at? Where is he?
Send me your address. I gotta give you your book.
Oh yeah, man, don't worry about it. It's all good.
You sure?
I'll give you my address later, but yeah, it's no rush, man.
I'm gonna give it to you.
No, wait. Give everybody your address now.
Not right now, but you know what I mean.
Like, Wade's gonna send me like poop.
That's just a box of crap.
That's cool. Thanks, man. Hey, I really appreciate you, man. That's really awesome. Thanks for.
Yo, we fuck with you. Thank you. But to close this out,
I'm not done yet.
Oh, you're not? Damn.
No. So this was just crazy, okay? So I know people love the whole blind bag thing. I don't like it personally. If you like it, cool. But I think it's just a waste of paper. I mean, do a blind bag metal, do a blind bag like chrome, but to do foils, it just seems cheap. And to me, it just doesn't really do it for me. But somebody paid $2,400 for a reprint. I'm just gonna put it out there. $2,400 for this book raw.
This is a fake sale.
If it's a
ain't
fake
no
sale,
way.
Whatever. It just
ain't no way.
It just I don't know. Ferg gonna come to his house and play dominoes. Cool. I'm down for it. Dude, I always have parties in my house, man. I always have Mexican food and Filipino food, so come on down.
You think this is real? You think it's a real sale?
I mean, I don't do those like, you know, chill bids or whatever, man. I don't got time for that. I just
No, I know. This is a report, but I don't know, bro. I got my.
But I would say this. It just kind of reminded me of like how ridiculous this whole blind bag shit is, because I have seen this book go for like $1,000, and like if it was like a blind bag of like ASM 300 in Chrome, that'd be pretty cool. But 2,400 or $1,000, whatever this is going for, like, what do you always say, Fedora? Stick your head in a what?
Stick your head in a fucking oven, you mook.
There you go.
You fucking Momo. Like,
this is
what
the Momo book of the week?
Yo, this is the jump off a fucking building, jump off a cliff, bro. Jump like you spent $2,400 on a fucking. You could have got a near mint copy of ASM 129.
Yeah. Get the cover A, just like Fedora said, if you're gonna spec on this, and then you're good. Yeah, I agree totally.
They could have started a fire with it too. Be more productive. Spending $2,400 on that pile.
Dude, I mean, you can see that. I know you can see the next on the spine. It's artificial, you know, scarcity, and it's like it's not even like Ultimate Spider-Man was fun ass series. Like I will read that trade paperback all day, but it's not like it just doesn't. I don't know.
You could use that money and buy one of the artist proofs, because yo, remember that artist proof I bought for $300?
Yeah,
bro, one sold for like $3K.
Are you gonna sell it?
Fuck no.
you guys Fedora's gonna be that. If you guys remember that show, Steven Spielberg's like Amazing Stories, and remember the dude who has all the collectibles, and the little dwarf guy says like, "Don't ever sell your treasures. Don't ever sell them." And he grows up old, and then he's got like all of the treasures. And then finally he sells them for like millions of dollars. That's Fedora, man. He's going to be like 15 years from now, he's going to sell all his treasures, all his art, all that stuff. It's going to be called the Fedora, the Fedora collection.
I'm going to be on like an HBO show. Like it's going to be, I'm going to be like an old man. I was like, yep, I remember when I got that 300. Like, cause artists, I spoke to a guy who was like he's a customer, really nice guy. He's actually helping my friend get published to a publisher. She wants to do a cover, and he was like, oh yeah, I actually know the owner of that company, which is fucking crazy. He's like, I can help your friend out, give me your number. And he actually contacted the guy, so we'll see what happens. But outside of that, I was talking to him about the state of original art, and then I was talking to him about artist proofs, and he was just like, look, the reality is the original art is always going to be sought after, but he was saying, but a lot of these new books are drawn digitally, so the artist proof, as long as they're signed by the artist, he said that those are going to go for a lot of money. And then he was just like, it's crazy that you have an artist proof of Ultimate Spider-Man. He's like, that's crazy. I was like, how much you paid? And I was like, 300. He was like, that's fucking crazy that you paid so cheap for that. And I was like, good, because I was hoping, you know. So people got theirs up for like, I saw one sold for 3K, and then there was another dude who had his up for like 2,500. So
I mean, it makes sense, man. I mean, like our boy Brad, man, he's got a lot of, well, I don't know if he has a lot, but I'll just keep my mouth shut. I don't want to make those claims, but anyway, yeah, that's our show for the night. I want to thank everyone live that came through. I want to thank Bradley for being our first member. 99 cents a month. Again, enough? Do
99 cents a month.
99 cents a month. I tried to do 50 cents, but they won't let me do that. But anyway, and I do appreciate everyone coming through today on a Friday. I hope you guys all have a good night. I appreciate Fedora coming in late. He's got some going on tonight in New York City. I know that for sure. It's snowing here in Washington, which is weird.
Freaking snowed day on me at work. That's
yeah. Pickles, are you working this weekend, man? Are you not working this weekend?
No, I got hockey tickets on Saturday night.
for the Sounders.
But Sounders is the soccer team.
Oh snap! Brad just
Yo,
gifted 10 memberships. Thanks, Brad. That's awesome.
Yo, see, Brad, we got 10 memberships up in the. Listen.
What's that?
Listen, we gotta get Yeezy Yee back. We gotta get Yeezy Yee back. He's
Man,
like our
Hollywood man. I have to do it like on a Sunday, but yeah, I'll try and get Yee back.
Yo, he's like the hot chick that everybody shows up to see. When he comes, viewership goes up. So we need to get
nice. Thank you.
We need to get Yeezy Yee back. We need to get we need to get Yeezy Yee back. He's like the hot piece of ass of the group. He is. Listen, he's known. He's famous. What the fuck is that behind me? Oh, nah, this guy wilding. He's a whole garbage truck. All right, listen, I gotta go now.
We may have to get you on one of these days too, man. I kind of miss you.
I'm going into the restaurant. I'll see you.
Okay, man. Take care. Pickles. We need to get that steak going one of those nights, man. And we gotta we'll get that going.
The tomahawk steak?
Yeah, the tomahawk steak looks pretty good. I'm getting seafood boil tonight though, for sure. My nephew gone to UW, so taking him out. Do you know how hard it is to get into that damn college, man? It's ridiculous. But anyway. Yeah. Huh?
Are you just saying that because you didn't go there?
What?
You didn't go there? Is that why you're like so damn hard to get in there?
No, dude, it's fucking hard to get into that school. I was really proud of him.
They have to have like fucking 3.6 or above.
No, dude, like one girl got like a 3.9. She didn't even get in.
Oh damn.
Yeah, he's a 4.0 student in AP and stuff. He'll be a doctor one day. But anyway, cool. Well, all right, guys, that's it for the show. Watch Stein's Top 10 tonight. I'll probably be there trying to watch it. Again, thanks, Brad, for all the gifts, the 10 gifts for the memberships. I'll try and make them better. And Lord Tatman, join the Discord if you're not in there. I'm not sure if you're in there or not, but we like to make fun of Pickles. There's actually a Pickles Sucks section, and he has no idea. He has no idea that I made it because he's not on Discord because he's an old man. So anyway.
Yeah, because Discord doesn't make any
Shut
sense.
up.
Kept sending me shit that I didn't want.
Derek gifting 10 memberships. Thanks, Derek. Thanks, D-Dog. Appreciate you, dog. Nice. I gotta do a giveaway next time. So next week I will do a giveaway for all just like the amazing, Pickles doesn't suck. Good for you, man. You don't suck, dude. That's cool. It's great. YouTube doesn't let me do like giveaways or whatever, but I like to do them anyway. So I'll once we get like more members, I'll do like an actual membership giveaway. But for
well, you mean they don't like do a giveaway through
like them. You can't do like if you sign up for the membership, you can't like incentivize a giveaway. But I could just do it anyway because like it's cool. So anyway,
I didn't know if you meant that they were gonna like monitor you, and if you were like, hey, we're gonna give this away.
No, they never do that.
Like,
you just can't make it.
They're like, nope.
I think because it's like a monetary exchange, like you can't accept like that. So it's one of those things. But huh?
I was gonna say because they did cut us off that one time for watching Bloodsport.
All right, peeps. Have a great night. Maybe I'll see you guys around on the next show. And Soupy will get you next time. Have a great night. Take care. Peace out.